All right. important thing is to get the eye drops in. Look. There's a little hole that you see. She did poop overnight on the counter, not in the litter box. She walked in the litter box, but there's nothing in there. Her poop was really hard and dry. I'm assuming she peed somewhere, possibly. I'm trying to tell if this blanket is wet, but I don't see where she would have peed, but she must have peed by now. I think that's something that she'll figure that out in time. It's fine. I'm happy that she is pooping. I bet I can do your eye drops through this little hole that I have right here. I did bring fluids in just in case she's dehydrated. Look, I'm just going to do it right. I'm going to do that eye first. Oh. Good girl. I hope this is helping you feel better. I know you spent so much time cleaning your eyes today. I mean, last night, this morning. Oh, great girl. You are so good. Thank goodness. I would imagine doing things to the eyes. It seems like the hardest possible thing on a feral cat since if their eyes are covered, they're so much calmer. And to have to put ointment in the eyes, which is even harder than drops, is asking a lot. Here's her little face. Here's her little worried feral face. But she got her drops in, or her ointment in. That's good. That makes 2 full days of treatment. Dr. Ferguson is looking into whether we can do anything more for her. You look good. You look very good. I don't know if we'll see much of an improvement within 2 days, but I think she is feeling more comfortable. It is definitely a painful condition, and this is good because you can't bolt out if you get nervous. Beautiful, and you're so brave. I'm just trying to take pictures very often so that we can see changes happening. Her left eye does bulge, not uncommon for this sort of thing. If you look at the catalog of cats at tinykittens.com/cats, you can see Rollins is a good example of what her eye would have turned into if untreated. It gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and then it will eventually rupture, it's quite painful leading up to the rupture, but actually once it ruptures, the painful part is over. Yeah, a lot of the articles on Cassidy credited, like they spelled my name wrong. They put the wrong name of they put like Tiny Space Kitten Space Rescue Space Society. There's no way people will find us, but it's okay. If they Google Cassidy, people will find us. So, and some of the articles did link to us, which was very nice of them. And as I've said before, this is pretty normal shut down, stressed out feral behavior. They don't all react this way, but this certainly makes it easier to give her meds. I might give her just a little bit of fluid since I have all this stuff here. She doesn't seem super dehydrated, and she does look like she drank some water and ate some food overnight, which is good. But yeah, I can reach my syringe. What did I do? I have been warming some fluids just in case. It certainly can't hurt and possibly will make her feel better. Right into the monkey. With this needle. I think I have extras. Oh, I love his hand. Oh, that's so cute. You might want to hide your face for this part, though. Wonder if I can do it through with this hole. I think her paw is on the foot. She just doesn't know it. Alright. Oh, now she's relocating. There we go, that's perfect. If you don't like needles, you might want to look away. I don't think you'll see much, but... I'm just injecting some fluids just below her skin to help her. Remain hydrated. Whoops. I'm not going to inject that air in there. Don't worry. They're nice and warm so they don't feel bad going in. This is kind of a small gauge needle, so it'll take a minute. You can see she doesn't mind. Oh, good girl. What a good girl. Good job. Keep you nice and hydrated. You feel so good. So that was good. That was probably about, it was about 25. It was probably about 20 to 25 mil. I like to just like massage a little bit once it goes in. So if you see a little hump on her, it's just her fluids that will be absorbed over the next couple of hours. Very good. So, I think that's all I'm going to do to her right now. Her bed and blanket feel dry below, and I actually don't, this one doesn't feel like it's wet. I need to make another blanket. This blanket is kind of, it was my experimental blanket, but it's sort of, it's going to need to be washed soon, and I need to make this was my prototype, so I need to improve my prototype. But it's working. The goal was for me to be able to catch her without having to chase her around the room and stress her out by coming at her with a blanket. And this is nice because she's in her safe place already, and I can just lower the blanket flap and then unhook the various anchor points, and she's instantly burritoed, and and she hasn't panicked or anything like that, so it's been pretty successful, I think. Because when you chase them around the room, it's pretty stressful. And if I had to do that 3 times a day, I think it would not be super fun for her. So we'll get your comfy bed all ready for you. And then you go. Just make sure that we have this the way it needs to be. Good girl. You're so brave. I'm so proud of you. Now, as she begins to get more confident, she's going to be less and less inclined to stay put while all of this happens. Also a bit of a challenge with the big blanket to make sure that I have all of the escape holes covered. But I think we did okay that time. So I have to kind of keep track of where her face is at all times, because the face is what leads the body in an escape. Right? There. So I'm just trying to get this situated, and then, whoops, I put the lid back on. It will be interesting as we get closer to babies, assuming that some modifications will need to be made. It will definitely be challenging though once babies come. I don't know if I will be able to access her without putting the babies at risk. So that's why I'm hoping we have at least 2 weeks to treat. And then if I have to take the babies away and bottle feed them and, you know, do her surgery if she needs it, then I will, but I would rather be able to keep them together. I think that would be much nicer. I mean, she was going to have them untreated, and her left eye would have, I'm sure, ruptured at some point, and she would have barely been able to see. So regardless of what happens at this point, she's better off than she would have been. That we all know for sure. So let's see how we're doing here. There's a little snail right there. I'm going to leave her covered while I tidy up in here and get her new food and everything ready to go. If we did her eye surgery, we would do the spay at the same time, so that she only had to go through surgery once, and anesthesia and the stress of going to the vet and all that stuff. We would do them at the same time. I made these. We'll have some snacks here. Healthy snacks for you, and I brought you some new breakfast. Just let you think about that for a minute. And new water, and then we'll get to go. Good, she's definitely exploring. Hopefully she'll make it up to the window seat today. She'll quite enjoy it up there. But that may take her a few days to work up to. She must be very brave to do that. Okay. Alright, I think that's everything for her. Let's make sure the cameras are set up and then leave her be. I can't answer any questions about what will happen in the future, or what if I'll combine kittens or anything like that, because it depends so much on, it just depends so much on so many things. It's just impossible to predict at this point. I'm keeping my options open, and basically we'll have to respond to the situation as it develops and changes. And I do anticipate it changing on a daily basis, because that's kind of tends to be what happens with these feral cats. Hard to predict. But we make up the plan as we go. Try to prepare for as many possibilities as we can, and then just go from there. Alright, so room cam. Oh, I think she disconnected the Skye cam. Oh no. So far we haven't needed the Skye cam. Some point I need to get this situation straightened out. Alright, I think we're good. See you guys in 8-ish hours. Oh, I didn't actually bet. I forgot. I forgot to hook the... to give her a little more space. Alright, there we go. Alright, I think we're good, hopefully, for now. Get some good eyeball vision, skyball vision. Now.